song.
I am tired of living in fear.
What could it mean to actually be a peacemaker in a world where we're specializing in chaos?
There's so much that tells us we're not good enough.
There's so many people who are hurting.
There's a longing inside of us for another world, something better than what's here right now.
These ancient sayings bring us into a way of being that have been hidden.
Okay, we're not going with a superficial idea that doesn't strike a chord of where we are today in our world. This is speaking directly into our world.
What does this world need more than peacemakers, than mercy, than goodness?
There is a new way to be human. The Beatitudes invite us into that possibility.
These are sayings that speak to those who are on the outskirts, and recognizing that this is for everyone, that all are welcome.
I had an idea, which was to explore the Beatitudes. It seemed to resonate with the times.
Those words of wisdom remind us that we are blessed.
Just the idea of the Beatitudes became this very compelling thing that we wanted to find a way to invite people in.
I'm not the first person in human history to think, hey, the Beatitudes are quite good. But this seemed to come with a kind of a ready-made idea, which was that music was really important in this.
I like the idea of a soundtrack to the Beatitudes. And that still is the thing that captures my imagination.
I began to travel and meet a whole bunch of thinkers, creatives, artists, musicians, putting the Beatitudes into practice or exploring them creatively.
I was like, this sounds awesome. Yes. And I'll learn more about it later.
I love the fact that it's a connection between so many musicians worldwide.
It was just come along for this ride, meet with some other creatives and let's see what would happen.
The arts and theology and spiritual formation are really great conversation partners.
So we assembled what we now call 9 Beats Collective and began to write and to think and to work together.
These words are a couple hours old, so maybe some of them will make it, but we're all friends, right?
You have a collection of songwriters, artists, musicians that aren't trying to set the Beatitudes to music, but rather try to find the essence of what it is.
I would be able to explore sayings of Jesus in ways that were meaningful, but also that led to action.
What's your way? What's the way you wake up in the morning saying, I'm gonna follow today?
All of a sudden, this becomes not just a walk through some really nice sayings of Jesus. This is radical disruption.
Lord, please bring me from this entitlement section farther, up to my neck in it. Christ is my master and I'm here to represent it.
Since then, we've completed this double album that's just come out. We've done a book called Ninefold Path and many other things, an online presence that's growing. And the world's changed, so it's come towards the project. And it just seems that there's even more resonance.
This voice that we're trying to make heard is important these days. I think we need a shift in the way we look at what we value.
I've come so that they may have life to the full.
What does this mean for us today, and how do we invite people on this journey?
I really do think this has got a lot more to come yet.
And if you get a glimmer of something that could actually give hope and actually transform the human heart and communities and the world, that's powerful.
A president fighting between two ethnic.
The refugee problem.
Simply having a few million quid in the bank is nowhere near enough.
Patriotism.
Running battles between riot police and protesters.
Brexit means Brexit.
Waking in the morning, cursing a God I don't believe in. Doubt in my doubting persist. Scratching, tearing flesh from bone from the inside of me. Searching for anything more than skin deep.
I'm glad it don't affect my life. Black Lives Matter until they don't give me another TV show. I can walk and avoid this mess and thank my God I'm #blessed. Let's go chase some Pokemon and forget about all who have been wrong. My system only cares for me and not for the homeless guy on the street. I don't like real life reality. Just give me the kind that's on TV. Kardashian, yes. You best believe I'm #blessed. You know I'm #blessed.
What if there is a call for a countercultural move for the world? And I really believe the Beatitudes are that. Earth shattered, ground rumble, hear the sound. What do you got? You got Jesus walking into a crowd of the sick, the hungry, the broken, the marginalized. You got a diverse group of people that he's willing to say, this is not a message for one of you all. This is a message for all of you all. That this message is so profound and is so impactful that it can tap into whoever you are, wherever you are.
Call them out, let them come, call them out. Call them out, let them come, call them out. Call out your emptiness, whole hollow to be filled, let them come. Call out the you who mourns for what's been relinquished and recklessly removed, let them come. Call out your meekness, power open-handedly held, let them come. Call out that thing in you that craves fairness like food and justice like real drink, let them come. Call them out, let them come, call them out. Call them out, let them come, call them out. Call them out, let them come, call them out. Call them out, let them come, call them out. Calling forth your mercy, letting favor fall, let them come. Call out pure purpose, mixed motives no more, let them come. Call out that you that demands peace, dives into the gap, builds bridges for the breach, let them come. Call them out, let them come, call them out. Call them out, let them come, call them out. Call out the side of yourself who's willing to wear the stars, dismiss the bars, bear the pain of persecution for something or someone bigger than oneself. Call them out, let them come, call them out.
If we don't lament, and we don't lament properly, that can define our future. That can define who we are. How much of the world is because we've not lamented, we've not allowed hurt to be healed, we've not expressed how we feel, we've not left things behind.
Broken beauty crying out, alive, comfort, everything is not alright. Hope is on holiday, the angels say.
And then I remember coming across a French translation of the Sermon on the Mount, and I never forgot that when it said, "Blessed are the meek," it said, "Heureux sont les débonnaires." Happy are the debonair. Yeah. And you know, to be debonair, because that's a word that's been anglicized, it's Fred Astaire. It's to dance lightly on the earth. It's a very different image than be meek and lowly. I'm not saying one is right or one is wrong. All I'm saying is that two people sit down and in their own languages, they go into two completely different realms of understanding about what that means. To me, the Beatitudes are ideas for how to live a risky life in an uncertain world. But there's no security there, none whatsoever. There's no guarantee, there's no place to stand, unless you stand lightly, like Fred Astaire.
voice of the Beatitudes needs to be heard in today's society, where it seems like everything is just like focused on pretty much on money and market, and the whole like human side to the world and to life is just being more and more ignored, or at least it's always being prioritized less than money. And in that sense, I think the Beatitudes is just like a gentle breeze of something true, I think. They don't really make sense in a normal human mind, I would say. So it's almost as if they come from a different place. On my own records, I choose the people myself, and for this project, I'm just being one of several artists that have been picked by you. So that's a new thing, which is also really exciting, because I hope that it will just create new ways to go with, for instance, my song, that someone else who comes from a completely different background will add stuff that I would never have thought of.
Hey, stop, listen to a different rhythm. A change coming from afar. A tribe of people gently singing. 9 beats to the bar. 9 beats to the bar. 9 beats to the bar. Hey, stop, listen to a different rhythm. A change coming from afar. A tribe of people gently singing. 9 beats to the bar. 9 beats to the bar. 9 beats to the
I actually started music relatively late, at 12 years old, which for a classical musician is quite late, but I was always painting. So for me, I started off with a relationship with colour and the visual side before the sounds came in. So I naturally then linked the two together. I mean, it's just a wonderful opportunity to write a piece that is so directly linked to these passages in the Bible, and I think that's really, really inspiring. And also the fact that there's a solidarity with all these different artists, that everyone has come together, that there's a worldwide focus. It's not just based in the UK. There's all these incredible artists from all over the world, and then I get a chance to also join in with that, and that in itself is such a wonderful, almost joyful thing, I think, to be able to resonate with our faith, but also through the arts, and I find that really powerful.
Almighty Judge, see us through. Yeah. Almighty God, take control. We need hope, 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 hope. Give us hope, 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 hope.
These words that are spoken by Jesus and found actually in the Bible, they hold out a 9-statement, effectively a manifesto for a new world order, a radical alternative in which we hear the whispers of another world. It's a welcome, not a weapon. It's tender, not toxic. It's inviting, not divisive. It's a call to live life 9 beats to the bar.
Eyes of grace, see beauty in this world-worn face. Your unsettling tenderness softens something brittle inside. Never saw myself as beautiful until today. Wasn't there before, creative me.